bisibu kelada bisibu merisa kelada bisibu sokol sitima kelada bisibu sokol sudu jurusisa kelada bisibu dia tu haja alita ainu ma khois bigida bitarabana alita der bisibu asanita bija geni marabana fi yom pita lela ugu tamam aljai. By the way, from Aima, who is singing in a Jande language. So beautiful song, by the way. As I did mention, I'll be having guests in the studio from Kikiji National Orphanage, a national organization that is based in Yei. And I am so much blessed to have the two, let me say, one gentleman and one lady who are in the studio and joining us to discuss today. We are not going for the testimonies, but we are going for discussion today. We're going to talk about Kikiji National Orphanage, which is a national organization that is looking after street children or street kids, people who have lost their both parents or one of the parent, and they don't have anywhere to or any help from anywhere, and this organization is here to help to help the kids or the children. Dominic living Wawa, the co-founder for Kikiji National Orphanage, is live here in Advanced Youth Radio. Dominic living Wawa, you're most welcome.
Thank you so very much, Satimon, and then my dear sister here, Leah, and then my great listener of this radio station.
Thank you.
Yes.
Of course, and we have a lovely sister all the way from who was watching us on live performance in our media in Advanced Digital. She was following us from America, but she think, no, I want to see that studio. I want to sit in the studio. Moved away from a distant land, America. I don't know how many hours flight up to South Sudan, and she's a daughter of the soil, by the way. Victoria is a blessing. And Victoria is also a co-founder of the Kikiji National Orphanage that is based in Yei. Otherwise, Victoria, you're most welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, we are starting the discussion, and those of you who are still calling, please. This is no time for testimony yet. You're going to give your testimonies next Sunday, but pay attention. We are going to talk about something very brief about Kikiji National Orphanage. Of course, it's not new. Maybe if it is new to people who have just come in, who've heard about it. That is what I want Dominic to come in and tell to our great listeners outside there, Kikiji National Orphanage.
Thank you so very much, Satmon Duarte. Kikiji National Orphanage Center is a registered body, a registered organization, with the means of ensuring that the orphans and abandoned children who are living in the streets of our country, South Sudan, no matter from where, are helped and have access for education. This is about us. And then Kikiji National Orphanage Center, it is not something that comes from just a gloom or from a dream. We ourselves, some of us are survivors. I remember I was here in Advanced Radio. I was able to tell the people of this country about where God picked me from. I'm one of the survivors, one of them that God saved from the street. And then it is not because only of the street, but Kikiji National Orphanage Center is looking into seeing that even those who are not in the street, those who have not come to the street, but they live even in their homes, but they're orphans, or they live even in their homes, but they are social orphans living with vulnerable parents who cannot honestly help them reach to their goal. They are helped. This is we are based in Yei currently. That is where we are based currently. currently. But we are trusting God that one day we will be in Bor, in Awel, in Malkan, in Wow, in Yambio, across the entire country. This is what we are looking into, the big picture. Therefore, I remember I was here telling you that Kikiji National Orphanage Center, we are running this initiative, this organization by ourselves. If I mean by ourselves, I'm meaning that South Sudan is coming together, putting whatever they have, the church coming together, the government coming together, everyone, yes, the community coming together, putting whatever they have to ensure that an orphan child goes to school, to see that a venerable child get education. Why? Because this country lost so many fathers and mothers who left behind children without help. Therefore, Kikiji National Orphanage Center, we are here to stand on the gap. We are just one of them. There are a lot of orphanages out there. There are a lot of orphanages out there who are doing great work. And then therefore, we also came to stand to join the what? The cost. Yes, to join the cost to ensure that someone is helped. So much of the energy, motivation that we got is from our own testimonies. We found ourselves, Kikiji is not me now alone. We are a team of people who realized how important is it to help. You see, how important is it to help. I know so many of us have stories. If you are to say our personal stories, my brother, it's everyone have his story. But I chose to address my own story, to give in a picture of how the whole thing moves. I was helped, I remember telling you, I was helped by a South Sudanese who don't speak my language, who have not seen my relatives, but he was able to take me out from the street and then accommodated me for 8 years. Therefore, that is to say, Kikiji National Orphanage Center serves the orphans of this country no matter where you are from, so long you are a gift from God to this country. But unfortunately, things happen that you don't have a helping hand. You see, we are working with that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, by the way. And that has been a very elaborate point from our brother Dominic living Wawa, who is the co-founder of Kikiji National Orphanage Center in Yei, basing in Yei, but with expectation of expanding it to other states as well. Victoria, it's a blessing. Of course, we've been communicating online and interacting on the line, and you're staying in US. What is the definition of a street child in US?
Thank you. That's a good question. It's a little bit totally different. That we don't see that because the government, it has a lot to do with the human rights. That as a civilian or the human right, they are not playing with it because they're taking it serious to the point of that, because they are the one who have the right. They are the one who has the right to bring them to that table, which is a present. So the civilians are the first key. So these things that we are seeing here in our country is totally rare for an orphan in USA or the developing country. The only lacking thing that we can see out there, it is addiction, which it's all over the world. How can we stop the alcohol? How can we stop the making those of drugs, the marijuana? So those are the one, it's like kind of, it's the same thing as you guys seeing here, or as witnessed by my own eye, I see. Those are the things that we are suffering on it. But when it coming to really a child welfare, no, you cannot joke with that. a child belongs to the government.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though if I'm a parent, if I don't take care of that child, they will come and take it out from my hands. That's why our life there is really a tough life. That a husband and wife is like you guys are working anyway. You have a job. I have a job, but you cannot leave that child into the house by themselves. You must have an adult in that house. You rather leave it with even though if you leave it with 10 years old, 10 years old here can cook, prepare food for you. Leave the children with it, but not there, not in our country.
Okay.
Yeah, if they find out, you'll be charged by child negligence, and you face that sentence. You'll face that. So it's totally a little bit different comparing to our country.
Yeah, with the so many engagement that we had online, talking about the street children, and of course we also have different types of like people who are sent on the street.
Oh, yes.
There are those who are parents.
Oh,
of
yes.
course, the parents are not able to facilitate their needs, and they are sent on the street. And perhaps sometimes when you realize that. When you go asking them, they will tell you, I have parents, but they send us, or the parents there's actually a negligence, or there's a bit of negligence, and there's also a level of not affording to sustain the children or the lives of the children. So in your experience, Dominic, living Wawa, on this, those who have both parents, but they are sent on the streets, and in the name of the parents they might not have the capacity, and things are hard on them, the children are forced to go on the street. How do we curb this?
In Kikiji National Orphanage Center, we have 3 people that we work with. What we are saying, we put it under the social orphan. The social orphan is that child who have both parents alive, but the parents might be too vulnerable, or they might be too vulnerable, and then could not help, could not really support that very child. Giving birth, some people even you didn't really plan to have a child. You didn't plan to have a child, but unfortunately you realize that you have a child. You see that? You see that? It usually happens. Now these children on the street, some of them are on the street because of that. Now the parents don't have anything to eat, don't have any other thing. You find the child is in the town, carrying these big containers, trying to find a way to survive. Now as he or she is trying to find a way to survive, going back home, he sees it as a burden. Let me just sleep here, so long even there is no sleeping place home, and things like that. Let me sleep here. And then the parents take no concern, no concern in seeing that we should go, we should really help this child out and get up for that. Now what I am saying here is back to us as a family. As a family, a family is a blessing from God. As being a blessing from God, that family, is it you alone, or you have people that are around you? Okay, like for instance, if I'm your brother, I realize I'm okay. I'm okay. Because in the family, you cannot find a family that all of you are too vulnerable. It's not really there. But that essence of us beginning to owning these children. You see, if we will own these children, like you see your brother have children, but he cannot actually help that child out. Why? Because of his condition, or their condition, their family. Jump in. Jump in and give a helping hand. Give a helping hand. Give a helping hand to that. Tomorrow, if you push one of the child ahead, this child will come and change the whole story of this family. You see, this is what is happening here. Therefore, I am calling upon the people of this country to begin to own the children as children of the community. Let's not begin to look at children as a Satmon's child, Angelina, Leah's child. You see, if we go with this very hard, this is what happens. We will begin to see many children on the street who are not really orphans, but they are on the street because of the suffering.
Very
we know
good.
our country very well.
Very good.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much, by the way. And then أنا دربي ودي سبي عربي البسيط أصل الناس كله بيسمع برا هناك. أنا أسأل سؤال لمنازمة البسايد إيال الاتمين كان في ساري وفي سؤال أنا أسأله قال في جوبا يتبلغوا في إيال أبوه في وأمه في لكن أصلا أبوه ممكن ما عنده قدرة أو أمه ما عنده قدرة أصلا كيف ممكن بيو أكل ممكن يعني ويدي مواكلات حاجات يعني البودي جنا بيقدر بيجري احتياجات تجنا سو إنت بتقول يعني بيجا يال أو جنا ده بيروح في ساري بيروح ممكن يعني بيحسدوا بالناس وبيجري في ساري هل كيف ده بيساعدوا كيف ياو جوابه في إنجليزي أنا متأكد كمان it's very important for you make it very light in a very light Arabic لأنه we want to make that bridge.
Exactly.
It's good enough. It's good enough. You talked about working with the referral pathway where we have to. Yeah. So bring that in simple Arabic.
Shukran ako bita I mean Satmon ana der bes bi facile de Arabic al besit. Ana gen kelim lenna be ayno iyal fi seria wo ligo jena de al fi seria de meken al gangolo ajat na gayno mon fi seria bita juba ketir iyal de ketir wo iyal de jozu minumon magalu kulumon iyal atimin fitani na lindu aba lakin nas aba ma bag der beside usikli jena ze le mon ma bag der side leano umon zadu benuvuz bitomon der side umon ma ndu ya haja tani wo haja lena der ayno hulul ya tu yana biligwatan beside yalde yana kellim ino anina kadoula anina kamutama ile kananina back der biga bisilu iyalde bi ayno iyalde je iyal bitanina mutama bitanina liano fi usura ita ma back der biligo usura wide itum kulu itum ma indu teriga ta kulu lo anina bindu muhabba bidarabuna fi aya bitanina insala kan de jena bita jiran ita jiran ita indu haja tani lakin jiran tani ma indu ta kulu idle kan na bindu gelbal na bisterik finufus bitanina ma jiranat bitanina ma akhwana bitanina we will control this ita aino jena de gitab ma indu iya haja tani ma indu teriga bita mederesa ma indu teriga bita graya wo ita indu haja tani azanda back there beside ma jena de kalamal na bikelimu nutu wogi fi Canada side jena da kanda side jena dak bokura jena dak bija side gisha bija geru gisha bita osura wele gisha bita bed bo kanani na be amuluzede nina daino iyalde mabekon ayno junubina na mubaraken hagiga we have money we are blessed we are good in giving but if we can only channel our giving in a right path if we can channel our giving into a right path we will do a very great thing can best channel that
Victoria, you said and you have a great experience about America. Of course you lived in America. For those of you, Victoria is a co-founder for Kikiji National Orphanage, who is making sure that Kikiji National Orphanage do not just go down, but the fire keeps burning. On your experience, you said there no one takes or jokes with the kid or with the child. The child is for government. How do you think we can be able to borrow that practice or that system into this country, since it's the biggest major challenge in this country, that the people who are supposed to question the whereabouts of these kids, why these children here are silent and the children are there? So how can we make that as a best practice in South Sudan?
That's a good question, and thank you. I will try my best to answer that. In the short version of our country here, to compare to that is a long way. It's a long way, which is a long journey of to develop that. It's by the government itself fixing the their rules or the constitution, how they really has to treat the civilian, because if they go real to the deep of the human right, the people are the ones bring you to that position. It's not the office, whatever that is the people, which is the civilians. That's why the government here must to change that to accept that the civilians are the one who have the right. Alo muatenin. Alasa gitabure munya indi hak. Asan bi kutu zol algali zol de bukurana der zol de be take care tana. That's how our system work there. When you see when they come into the elections, we are the one who have the right who we want to vote for it to lead us. And for that reason, they already put the things in order that, okay, I'm coming to, to be your president this year. I'm going to change this and this and this and this and this. Which is, that's a good benefit, to me. Then I will go by that. So it's not that just for myself, that because I want that seat. It's for the people. So to avoid all that we are seeing here in our country, I say that it will take us a little bit long to fix it. But if we really a good smart people that you know what, let's accept the guilt, let's accept it, and whatever change that we want it, let's accept it and use it. It will not take us long to change. In 5 years, we will see the benefit of that, accepting our guilt. That's what I would say, that and every person in South Sudan will deserve that life that everybody will enjoy. Whether you have your children or the what do you call it, the orphans, they will enjoy the same life that every civilian will enjoy. So all these that we're seeing right now in the street, it's not only the orphans. You guys have touched there that the parents, when the parents, it goes to the parents, it's not that the parents cannot be able to take care of the children. And to giving that bird that God is not sleeping, God is working, He's busy working, doing all His work that He promised that He will do it for this world. Giving us children, that's a God's blessing. Plans, we don't have no control on it. Even though outside there, no one has the control to give birth. That's the nature. And it is coming back to the government that, putting things in order, that the human right is very important, that is to take care of what the civilian. Thank God I will say in my country, back home in USA, they have a good system that if we don't like here, we don't have a jobs, or if I don't have a job, they have a system there that you go, they will give you a benefit. They will pay for your place, they will give you food, the money for food, so you're not really struggling. That's automatic, because we are paying taxes. We are paying taxes in different ways that the government has to get it. So when we go down like that, we don't have any jobs, He's the one who's stepping in to help us. So comes to our country, that why are we really going through a lot? Is because we don't have that child welfare, that every family receiving benefit from government. Even though if you're working, if you're not making that maximum wage that is there in the level of the government, you still, with your suit, with whatever you're sitting in that top position you're making, depend on your size of family. If it's a big family, that income is not enough, you still qualify for the government assistance. So that makes life really very easy. If we can adapt that and use whatever resource that we have, we are blessed. We are blessed with a lot of resource, but it's just a matter of how to manage how to use it for everybody to to benefit on it, or to feel equal, that treated right, to receive it. That's why we're saying that gap. But if we accept it and try to train ourselves and have a lot of factories, everybody will go and work. I don't think that we'll go through what I'm seeing right now in the street. So thank you.
Okay, concerning like the street kids or the street children, there are some street children that their parents are capable for them, but they don't like staying at home. They can go and stay on the street and behave the way they like. How do you guys deal with such kind of children?
I'm one of them. I lived on the street for 1 year plus. And then there are friends that also I met on the street. We interact, by the way. We know ourselves. We interact. There are moments we share. I remember one of my friend who started crying. I don't know why he was crying. And then I went and asked him, Manuta ge kore sabe. And then you see, he started giving me his story. He started telling me his only story. I remember back in 2005. Ubada wonu se neta in babata efe. Lakini mafizoli hi bwana. Mafizoli hi bwana. It sounds just a very shallow word for me. But now I'm thinking it's so much deeper. So very much deeper. You have a child, and then this child here, because these children, like from age 0 to 18, they are under your control as the parent. You have a right. A child is born with the stubbornness in his or her heart. And then the Bible says, "Ile sunia betala obar, ile de jelda, ile de discipline." Therefore, once this child is still young, this child is under your control as the parent. Why can't you take responsibility as a parent of controlling this child? Yes, some of them are stubborn. Some of them chose not to stay home because of the influences of others. Influences between Altanin and that. They just go to the street. Not really because they want, but the influence as well. But it is upon your responsibility as a parent. We Kikiji National Orphanage Center, we work with children, owning them. As I said earlier on, the communities will begin to do what? Own these children. Like currently we don't have a space. We don't have a space. We have 70 orphans that we are running. We are taking care of. And then these 70 are in their home, some of them. Some of them stay with their parents. Some of them we reconnected them back to their families. Some of them are under fostered parents. Because we believe that once these children are raised, it is very, very okay. And then again, the other thing I think there is a gap here. So many people looking at taking care of children. Most of them thought that maybe Jena kantarenga o keda kan mas makalas. This is all. This is all. No. Not until we take that. Now for us, Kikiji National Orphanage Center, that's why in year we talk to the caretakers. How can you handle this child? How can you stay with these children? There is a need of education, by the way. That's why in the church, before you get married, you go under what? Under counseling. You are directed that my brother, what you are entering into, it is tough. But there is ABC that you need to do. Therefore, I think there is a need for you to get there, know very well, there is a responsibility that you have to take.
Very important, by the way. You've mentioned something very important, that we need to connect on what we are doing. And you've mentioned something very important, because yes, as she brought it, we have indu nas al umon weledu iyal, umon indu iyal au indu jena, lakin maindu muhaba le jena au yani yani gedi ma iyalde magal bes gurus magal akit
magal gurus wotanin taban rabawita bedir masaidwita making fi medersa that is trauma. That is trauma you carry it on your children. On your children. Jena gazal medereza gara yom dag nagar namagar. And then these things. Once kanda bada worile jena, it traumatize a child. It makes a child thing. And then this is what I'm saying.
Very good, by the way. Jinube and Barrainagas Wanda, those of you who are watching us live, want to say that you're most welcome today, or at this very moment. We are talking about the children or orphanage, or children who are orphans on the streets, and there happens to be some few who are administered by Kikiji National Orphanage, which is based in Yei. And today we are pleased and happy, joined by Dominic Living Wawa, who is a co-founder, and then Victoria Kija, who is also a co-founder, and they are live in Advanced Youth Radio. I want to say you're most welcome. Otherwise, our time is running out, but of course we need to pick callers or ask from people what is their experience. But otherwise, before we pick this call, I think last year you were in a project of fundraising, and in which I remember hosting you here. You were having or doing fundraising to send the children back to school. Perhaps you can as well brief the listeners and maybe give them as a feedback on what happened, and perhaps how many children are you keeping in the center now?
Thank you so very much. The people of this country are beginning to understand the need to jump up and the beginning to act. Therefore, that's why if you see people like those of Victoria, I was here last year telling you about the fundraising concert. As I said earlier on, Kikiji National Orphanage Center, we don't have a donor. We don't have a donor. We don't have someone who is funding to the organization or maybe to make sure the children goes to school directly. But our donors are the community. Everybody who have anything that he or she has, we collect all these things, whether 1,000, whether 50 pound, whether 100 pound, whether for kumsumia, any other thing that you have, whether books, whether clothes and that. Once you give unto us this, we take them and they give to the children. Therefore, last year we organized for a fundraising concert for Nina Lizamo and then Nadinas Bitabele de give whatever you have as an beside the Jena Bureau of Federation. Anina ada betana der biya asan na indu sebein iyal. Sebein iyal de fi primary wanina indu sita ale kalas fi secondary. And then iyal de na be silu mon kef. Anina gi silu iyal de na gedava mon ile kan na limu de na tan sawa. Ya wasan kida fi yeina nasija people came, they were able to give what they have. We were able to raise around 150,000 pounds. That is cash money, 401 pounds. The cash money that people were able to give. And then some pledged offered themselves, and there dafa Jena Y, and Lesena Y, and there dafa Tamu White Jena. Around 16 people jumped. And then from that gap, you know that there is still a need of enough fund for us to ensure that EAL Sebein then is here EAL Dero of Mederesa Senade. And then that's why we are here again in advance to really speak to the people of this nation. You know, and Nina Der Musada as an Biwodi EAL de Mederesa. These children in Ye are not from one tribe. We have so many of them from different tribes of this nation. Therefore, people like those of Victoria Kija, Kanaza Suma isi mu America de kalas umutani gifekir gar kalas Kikiji les no mara de kalas that the guru de woshulu. That's the guru de woshulu. But by the way we met with Victoria Kija, it is so unique. It was also on Facebook. As I was posting about the stories of these children, Janage posted alamat bita iyalde. She saw when I posted about one of the street boy called the James Lado, who needs the help. And then she jumped in. She jumped in. How can I help that child? You see? And I beside the Jena that cave. You see? Not until she had to take a sacrifice from her own pocket to see that she traveled right away from the States to come here. We met 3 days back. 3 days back, you see that? And then a heart of helping. I got inspired from her. That means Anina Je Junubin, it back the side of my haja later indu. Wo Bokora, Anina Biroa Fiye, Obiga Giroa Numunu, Zola Jat, Ogeri, Wodide, and then the children that we had been supporting, and then she is one of the South Sudanese who chose herself to stand on the gap, not being on the diaspora. She have to come on ground and see. There are a lot, even I believe, those who are watching us in the diaspora. You can do the same. There are already people who are giving in their contribution. Like one again sent it for us. She sent for us it need machines, sewing machines, charity from Australia. Victoria Smith, who is also running again for us fundraising. You see, therefore, we are calling upon Anina Tabelede. Let's try to join our hands together to push these children to school. It will be a very great thing. And then if you're in Juba here, please, we are asking you, we need support for the children. Whatever you have books, contact us. You have pens, you have clothes, you have shoes. Please, let's help those orphans. We are starting in here, as I said earlier on, the big vision is to see that all this country we have free schools for orphans and the street children in this country, across the entire country. We want to see we have schools for these children to go there and they study for free. Who will do that? Do you think Kawajat Gijaini? No, we ourselves. That's why I'm knocking upon the door. Even the church, we need to begin to look into that. The government, we need to look into that. The community, everyone, we should come on board. Currently, we are looking for that support, my brother.
Thank you very much, by the way. I will pick a call as we at least we can have 10 minutes to conclude this. Yes, hello. Yes, hello.
Yeah, this is Dominic.
مرحبا.
أي طبعا كلام ده في سؤال ده اثنين.
أيوة.
طبعا في أول حاجة في عيال ما بولدوا بأبوه وفترة من الزمن أبوه ده بيراجعوا مرة ثانية وأمه بيراجعوا زول ثاني. يا عيال في نص. بيروح على أبوه هناك قوات ما كويس. بيروح على أمه قوات ما كويس. بيجوا وين في هوا. So إذا باين عيال زي بيبرر راجعين كم كذا. ما في حل لهم. إذا كانوا راجعين مع أبوه ومرة أبوه بيدو بيت أنا بيشكل ما تقول يوم. إذا كانوا راجعين مع أمه ده ما جرى تاي أبوه راجعين مرة راجعين أمه تسوي كذا قال ما جرى تاي. ما تعرف برا خلاص. يا راجعين زي باين كده برا جاني كذا. وإن ما تكون من ده هندي عنده حق. لأنه إذا ما قول بيجانا وسيبه كده راجعين كذا. أصل زول مسؤول زول ده لكن أي زول مسؤول نفسه. إذا قول بيجانا وسيبه كده راجعين كذا. منيا مسؤول. وكمان إن family planning ده كده ناس في راسهم. أنا ما أدري ولد ده كان ربنا بارك كان ربنا بارك كان ولد كل يوم. ولد 6 8 عيال 10 عيال. يلا مني هذا. كواجه في بيت أنا مش. أي ما كلام كواجه. إذا ناس كتب family planning ده في راس. يلا نمرة 2 يعني 10 عيال لكم كان كده فمو. فبدأ فمو من primary لحد secondary لحد جامعة. وتكون access لهم المحلوات. شكرا.
شكرا جزيلا تابو Dominic بن تومبينج. إذا كمان بقدر بدوق لنا في 0922 عشان كان في سؤال أنت تقدر بيحصلوا في جمال تتحسن. يسلم.
Hello.
أيوة.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's the name and where are you calling from?
I'm Susie from Monaco.
Susie, welcome.
Yeah, I'm just so happy for what Dominic and the team is doing. I'm one of the kids. Okay, like I was paid by a church due to like I had both parents and my time still but I felt like I was staying with my dad like in that time was too much into alcohol. So it happened a time whereby I see the local orphans. I went on my own. I was like, I have both parents, but they are not capable of me. So they take me to school. So I got a chance of being taken to school. As I talk, I was paid as an orphan. As I talk right now, I'm a graduate of diploma. And soon chance is coming for me to go like and do my master's. You know, I have that feeling whereby if we are to stand up and support the spreadsheet, it's follow something good in. I'm talking this out of experience because I was helped. Now I'm somebody because someone helped me. And I promise Dominic, I'm going to give support to the orphans.
Good.
Whatever kind of thing I have to give it out because I was helped. Now I'm someone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And the benefit is just not to me, but it's to the next one. They will be like, hey, as a student, they because I didn't know my story behind. Yeah, it's only a blessing for us to have that team in. I would be glad to help them.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My sister is a live testimony of some of the scenarios we have, families in South Sudan, and we have the common, by the way, but of course it's time to change the narrative. Yes, hello. Yes, hello.
Hello?
Aywa.
Hi, Sabah Alkhair.
Sabah Alkhair. Marhaba.
Sana kwesit.
Alhamdulillah.
أنا مستمع لأدفانسيس راديو.
مرحبا.
أول حاجة أنا مقصود ببرنامج بتاع الليلة.
أيوة.
ونقدر يجيبوا ناس Orphanage. عشان نمون جاوري شغل دومون لنا في السودان. قبل كده أنا سمع المنظمة كيكيجي.
أيوة.
من جا في أدفانس نيوز راديو.
أيوة.
وأنا مقصود مع مانجينج دايركتور بتاعهم قاموا شغل كبير جدا جدا.
شكرا.
فنتمنى ربنا يبارك زيادة يا برادة. إذا قاموا شغل كبير.
شكرا.
ربنا يبارك فايدة بعدين.
Amen.
And good enough that it's going so out of experience. لأنه طبعا زول قبل كده ما مرر من سكة دي وما بعرف واجه كلام. أنا ما بقدر يعني ودي بإنه أنا بقدر أعمل شنو لكن أنا بقدر ساعده بمعلومة. الجبال أنا سوما بإنه أمون بس جبس فيجي. هو ده كويس عشان يكون في بداية. فنتمنى بإنه محلات اللي طبعا هم بعملوا feasibility studies في محلات اللي فوقه عيال كتير ماشين سيكا ما عنده عيال ما عنده أبو وأم. فنتمنى بإنه the next office someone كدروا في محلات داك ده. عشان بقى فعلا ناس أنا هنا في جوبا كان تروى ملكية كونيو في سوق ليبيا هنا تزاتو قلبة تاجا بكاسو. الكثير لافين في الشارع ما عنده أبو ما عنده أم. فتانين طبعا ما عنده خيار لأنه الظروف ياو سيبو من لا دتالا فسيكا. فإذا طبعا ما عرف زو إجانا ده فسيكا هنا هو جيني تبيعته كيف هو قاموا شنو لحد ما أنت بيجيبه في Orphanage Center عشان أنت بستادي الأمور بتاعه هو بيكون عنده فيجن هو بيكون عنده زولا لمسؤول في مجتمع بكرة ده ما سوكل سكري يا برادا لأنه هو عبارة عن series of programs. فنتمنى بإنه يعني كانت بقدر يستعين بالناس اللي قبل كده يعني اشتغل في programs ده يعني زي volunteers. ده عشان ساعده في الميشن بتاعته. فأنا كمان داير أخذ فرصة دي عشان أنا داير جواب أخذ بتاعي الثلاثة من كارد. سلام على بإنه كلنا سيلو بيلز تا family planning ده. أنا الناس اللي بعرف ربنا يسوع المسيح كلام تا بيلز تا family planning ده جيبو just only for some conditions. لأنه جبلو كتايون يسوع بإنه كلام this one is a nature you cannot fight against the nature. بعدين يعني حدية تجينا ده ربنا يوجو دي ربنا ما إنسان. فأنا بزرود له بإنه family planning ده أنا ما بقدر advocate إيه زول كده شيلو. في ناس تانيين بعد ولدهم ربا في سيكا street children. لكن ربنا وكيد قبضوا لما سجل بتزول تاني جا شيلو ربا لا دي جا تلا زول مسؤول. But you cannot determine the future of someone.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't know about his tomorrow. Let us take the family planning there as it is our sole responsibility as baadaye au haja lana darwanisu kan masalan mara ali masalan indo mushkila fi weleda au weledo be amalia then that one is advisable. Lakini kan ita rabana bare koita don't actually fight the nature.
Thank you.
Shilu musulia betaka raba eyal o baden bakita bokora de rabana ya bar of destiny ta eyal. Thank you guys.
Shitaki marrawai
أنا هنري جون.
شكرا جزيلا هنري جون ونسو كلام جميل جنوبين كل ناس ما برا هناك يفوقوا تاني there be last caller now. Our last caller then will make our guests to summarize on what they have as they will respond to some of the calls. Yes, hello.
Hello.
أيوة.
أيوة صباح
صباح النور مرحبا نمرو
ألو
أيوة
أي معكم ماما بيتي من منوكيا
ماما بيك
Hi, Mama Big.
أنا بتكلم كل في مترابا نسوان مشين
Amen.
أنا مسؤول ببرنامج كفن الفوق هسه حاليا فدور الفات كان اسمه برنامج زمان جماعة جامعية وزمان ده كان أنا كان عندي عشان أنا ديت كادو لكن أنا ما عندي حاجة برضو عليلا أنا فتح راديو أنا ديجو كمان كنت في program دي so أنا ديت كيم قالي أبغى أنا ديت غنيان أنا ما عندي أي حاجة في دينتها لكن أنا جيت رابا أنا قدام أنا ديت كادو دي حاجة البسيط في لنا أنا ديت مدينة جماعة ديت كانوا منجروا مندي فيلو سوا لإيالي
Nice, amen.
يا لا دي إيال تانا دي أكونا تانا لازم بيالتفيت الفيل أنا دي أنا بقدر يجيلو مون يلا حاجة لنا دير كده منشيلو نمبر تاي
أيوة.
النبي سيلو
كده منشيلو نمبر تاي يلا من بوري لنا يوم أنا منجيرو فوقو إدير أنا بيارين أنا بقدر دابل
شكرا.
النبي ودي رقم بيتوم بعدين يلا تبجدوا بعدين النبي ودي النبي إيدو النبي أجر رقم بيتوم كله يلا تبليغو شكرا جزيلا. Of course, the last caller, I want to say thank you so much for following us and calling in, giving us your positive contribution. I know there are many people who want to support this great initiative, but of course, later on we shall read your numbers here that you will take in case you have a support to give to this great initiative. Victoria, you want to respond to some of the calls, and then you can as well give your last comment.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My comment will go to my answer will go to question to go to my sister who respond about the disability anyway. Is kind of the thing is kind of going pretty much why we're having even the children alive in the street. You know, it's being claimed they are all orphans, but they are not all orphans. And she have touched one thing there that is kind of going to the family.
Right.
We have mentioned there the children sometimes being in the street because of the family is not responsible. But the truth is, it's not that the family is not responsible. The family is 100%, but there's no jobs. As I can see in our country, we don't have jobs. The jobs that we have, if I'm not wrong, is only the government job. And then the second is like the small businesses that I see. It's like we call it a self-employed. Just yourself. And, you know, in your family. So it's not something that I can be able to hire somebody from outside. In the population of South Sudan, you know, we don't have a companies that we can hire people to. You know, so that's the big problem that we are seeing. For me, that I'm seeing that why, you know, everybody's complaining. All the children are going to the street. So the children are going to the street. It's not that the parents does not. You know, it's because of that the parents cannot have that funds to support them. You know, it's all gonna end up for me going back to the government, that the government is responsible for what? For any family, for every family, and for every child. You know, like the discipline that we are giving to the children. In our system there, we don't beat a child. That's something different. You know, if the child, like kind of you trying to beat that child, the government will be involved in that child. They will take the child out from you. They have a different way of disciplining the child. You know, because the kind of the children belongs to them until the child is 18. The child is 18, you parents, you're not responsible. The child is adult, is in his own. But under that is under you, and the government is on your neck. And what make it worse here in this country is because, like what my sister has mentioned, marriages. You leave your wife, your first wife, you jump to a second wife, you jump to the third wife, and you've forgotten that you're producing You're one person in the world as a blessing that God has given as a fruit. We still chewing those fruits, you know. But you forgotten that you continue producing. You leave this wife here with 4 children. You leaving that wife with 6 children. Those are the results of why our children are ended up in the street. You know, men are running away from their responsibility and taking you back to our system. We don't have this kind of marriage. I'm saying that thank you, Lord, for dropping me where I am to not have another second wife. You know.
No, you just God took you there to learn.
Yeah. So all
to
those
come
people,
back
that's
home.
the truth. That's the truth. All people back there, out there, only one wife. Because of what? You cannot take responsibility of 3 wives. You know. So your income is only 40 hours. That income is enough for one family. You know, that's a law that is there in the law system. So there's nothing that 2 wives in that country. They have it in they call this one the Mormons, which is the religious people. They are the one who kind of have that mess of marry 2, 3 wives. They're in one of the state, which is not allowed, but they're the one who is doing that. Because in every state you can have your right. The governor will have the right to how to manage the estate. If that's how you guys create yourself, they will, you know, people fight for it and they vote for it, you win. So that's something that there is there a little bit. So I don't want you guys to say that, oh, I heard these other people there, they married 3, 4 wives. It's only one place that do that. But the majority is not. I don't know why, because maybe the government is saying that is too much. When you give a man to go with all these women, 8 women, is going to end up leaving 100 children. Who is responsible for that? You know, so that's the big thing that we have to look at. If we South Sudanese or African in general will avoid that marriage of 3 women or 2, it will benefit us a lot. Because for me, I don't see the difference. You run into another woman. You when you find me, I was that baby. Now you remember you forgotten that you have given me something that I produced. Now you call yourself that your father. You forgotten that you call now yourself your father. And before you find me that when you become a father, you are I'm very nice. My hair was all there. My titi was standing there. Everything was just you cannot close your eye. But now because now the baby is sucking from here and there and there, then everything is appearing, then you say, oh, you're blinking your eye. That's not the person that I was. Then you look at another baby out there, then you tell that you want to replace. You will continue running like this one and continue making the baby, causing a problem. I'll say that you're causing a problem. And that's why the government has to step in for that. To step in. That will help us to avoid all the problems we are facing. You know. And then the other one is going, this other second question is for the orphans, exactly, you know, that for what the purpose we are here. The voice of the orphan, that's what I'm saying for me, is not that we need to have an orphanage center. Because why we need the orphanage center if we have a good government? This is a responsible for the government. These orphans, we are not supposed to want to fight for them for education. They deserve an education like every child. If the law of the education, if the schools are free. So raising our voice, that I'm reaching rising my voice up, that you know what, let's get together as a country, as a community, to raise our voice that you know enough is enough. You know, I want every child to deserve you know, the right to be loved, to be cared, you know, like every child. Because of that, you know, just because of the school fees, and then you're making a life of another child to be miserable. No, this is all a responsibility of the government. You know, and every family will just live the normal life that children are going to school until age 18. Why not adapting the system out there? Because when you're leaving the child when he's 18, that child is ready premature, ready to go and start his own family. You know, he grow up. The law of the education is there to discipline you, to teach you how to grow up and to be a man or to be a woman. It's not only me as a parent. So it's very important that the voice that we are raising as an orphan, that the whole nation has to step up, because we need the system to change. My whole goal, my whole dream is that the system has to change, that we need the education. We need to achieve the education. Education is the key in any suffering. That will help us a lot to develop our country. As I'm speaking, the one I'm speaking, I didn't get it from here. I try here is the same family issue that they cannot be able to afford to pay for you. Maybe in the 5 of you guys, maybe 2 will achieve a certificate, put it in the wall. The rest of them will go without it. You know, and I'm one of them. I'm speaking here, I'm on one of them. You know, you may hear out there that I have a whatever PhD, whatever you're talking about. I'm sorry. Okay? But it's just because of what I'm just raising my voice. I'm not scared of everybody. I'm scaring about my God. He's the only one. Fear is the only thing killing our country. That's the second thing I'm mentioning. Fear. When you're living with fear, fear is a killer. You know, there's nothing that will I mean, you will live with the fear. Fear is taking you to the darkness. You know, and you will never come out from the darkness. You're driving driving yourself to the darkness. You will never come out from the darkness. You know, so finding a light, that's where you will really see what you will see the things. If you sing like you see everything, but put this light off, we'll start looking around by head. We cannot find what you want. So that's what we are facing in this country, that we need to take the fear away. Let's face the struggle, let's face the suffering and bring the voice out. Mata kun dusuf kalam figelba, talta kun won subara, anna indi hukuma, anna indi belen. We are so blessed. We have a nation, we have a country that we call a South Sudan. You know, we are all so proud, you know, to have the country. You know, we out there mata mfikir galin na mamurtahin galin na indi belet. Inna murtahin kalsa na indi belet. You know, because also you have to represent yourself who you are. I'm a South Sudanese. You know, I'm just citizen by what? By just being there, to being there just in that country to be accepted. But I'm proud to be a South Sudanese, you know, and I'm proud that God will bless South Sudan. One day, every village should receive their right. And every corner of this South Sudan, they will enjoy that life. And every person, the pain will go away, the suffering. This education we are talking about it, I'm sure in 5 years or 2 years, with God's grace, if real God is there talking, if everyone is accepting the truth that, you know what, why are we really hiding the shame? Let's come out. As God said in his word, you know, when that lady come and touch him, it's because of what the shame that if I come out there, they're going to laugh at me. No, come out. Nobody's going to laugh. That's when God is going to heal all those wounds that we have in our hearts. The suffering that we have in our hearts, God is going to answer. God is going to answer. It's like he brought me. This Dominic, I don't know. I'm not a friend with Dominic in Facebook, but this God's word. If you're not a believer, please, even though with the little how you can understand where is the God, God is living with you. In every step, itagar fa kurata kifok, itakelim shukran, do yagi midu. Itama bar fa kurata nite yomin, itagikutu fisunu. Itamar tashumal, itagikutu fisunu. Kandema rabana yagi shtakal. So believe on that your life is in God's hand, and be really grateful and thankful that in the moment that God have given you to breathe, you know, that what I will ask, because without God, this orphanage that we are crying for it will not be there, you know. And I really want to thank everyone out there who is watching, who heard about this before. You know, you have made it true. You have made it true for us to be here today again, you know, is speaking here. Or you have made it true that with your encouragement words that you are writing or you speaking, directing to us here in the radio, you know, it's all made us that make me to come all the way from there to here, to witness, you know, to witness what is really going on. And I want to thank everyone. I want to thank you really on the bottom of my heart, you know, for what God have sent me to share this with you guys. One day, education will be free in South Sudan. Must to be a first country in Africa to have an education free. We have the research. We have the research. It's just a matter of understanding each other and do the trade with another country. We can have our education free in this country. The suffer will end. I will end here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That has been a very great call, a voice of a true South Sudanese who was spoken, and I believe that you've taken it outside there. I want to say thank you so much as well. Dominic, you can say something in 1 minute.
Thank you so very much. I wanted you to answer a question that is unanswered about these children. How far are we supporting them? Currently, Kikiji National Orphanage Center, we have a dream to see that these children reach up to senior 4, acquire their South Sudan certificate of secondary education. There, once you are in senior 4 in this country, you can start life. You see, you can start life. You already see a life. Alana go on no light dagde the other malde na get the meter ini ya la no malda. Yes, this is what we are looking for. Get the mumu ladi somewhere where they see and they will say, you know, roa menini kilana roa jibwa kwa nataka tanini wara inagaban. Easy, we again go and pick some and they bring them on board. But if doors open, we want to see that some of them go for some vocations, for some courses, things of that kind. Therefore, thank you so very much this woman who have donated. And that one who is also going to donate, who called earlier on. Therefore, it means Nasta Belede Jumade Kalas Rabana Nesia Indunas Fibelede. I'm telling you, who have the heart of giving. Therefore, we need the support. It is so urgent, not for us, for the orphans. That's why we are here, not because of Victoria, not for Victoria, but for the orphans. Therefore, I'm reading a number. I'm giving our number out. A number then nage wodi le zona deri godi. Ida deri wodi ta deri jafiye aino ealde o bikonu mubarak. Yo mahat alfadna indu silver extra aina wodi le na galamaya. Silu galamaya le ealde. This is again a blessing, by the way, a blessing. It means coming there doesn't necessarily mean kanta geje baja. Even talking to the children, being there with them, it means a lot. Therefore, if you want to ask a lot of questions, or if you want to know some things about us, you can call 09 0924 91 61 24 0924 91 61 24. Lo ita indu musaada ita derwedi
09 2 4
tisa واحد
6
2
4 وتاني كل الناس بيسمعوا برا هناك. تمام شيلوا الرقم ده لانه في حاجه يتدروا دي. شيلوا الرقم ده تاني 09 2 4 9 1
6 1
و2
4.
itagadifu munu muzuri
au guam kida kanita indu musada na gelege tajat gumasad sunu kanta indu ajadde ya jama ruwa fi JCC fi maktabita locator Koneta ruwa fi maktabita Koneta dakil jua host bita kenisa bita JCC fi zoli na isim denaya Dennis bita Star Eagles ita bodi musaadat bita kena wa musaadat to wali biwosululanina le Kikiji National Orphanage Center. Shukran. If you want to write to us, you can email us on kikijiorphanage@gmail.com or follow us on Facebook, Kikiji National Orphanage Center, South Sudan. Thank you for the platform. We love you. It is time for us to wake up. It's time for us to wake up.
You're running out of the time. I just want to add a little bit. Le haja li sabab sunuzatu nagikore le donation. Anna magikore be grus ketiria jama. O sebein iyal. Anna der mini arbo shirina sanna zidu le sebein. Won nagia ino le sena dal gali. Anna bezder $10,500 birasul sebein iyal de fi madrasa sena kamil. De grus al nagibio ma I don't know plot zatu ma fi juba.
Fiyeina asara alif. Asara alif pound, Gidafa school fees legend wahid for a time. That's why we were looking for that.
We are looking for 10,500 for 70 children for the year 2020. So please, I know it looks like a lot. I know for some people it looks like small. Let's just make it by putting our hands together, putting our hearts together. We are all in this together. That's my last word. We are all in this together. We are just leading, but without you, I will not be who we are. Please. police. We are not.
yeah.
So thank you. Just only 10,000 for the whole year.
Yeah.
You see how blessed it is? Not that much money.
Yeah.
We can educate it. Thank
you so much. By the way, the time is out. We have gone past the time,
Wow,
but
sorry.
otherwise we are blessed.
Yeah.
We are blessed to have this great conversation here today. You know, if you want to help, honestly, the help here, Dominic Wolisu, Oma Gurus Ketir, Oma Haja Tani. Bes haja alita indu de ita indu malavis, ita indu karton ta sabun, ita indu sifinja, ita indu shinu da'amu ma iyal de la anu kullu haja de yani bilimu, ita indu karais, ita dersilu books ta bibiyu, ita bisilu lomon yani de bijibu yani begayeru wadi bitomon, ita kaman indu akil, ita dersilu akil suwal pita degid, suwal pita ruz, pita janjaro, sukar, kullu haja de bidamu Sokol Al-Giamul Badun fi Kikiji National Orphanage. Otherwise, we hope we'll meet once again. And remember to tune to Advanced Youth Radio again at 4 to 6 p.m. That is you at home. And I'll be there live again. We are going to talk on family issues. Today it's going to be marvelous. It's going to be great. So going to be something new for you that you need to listen by your ear. Something that we're going to discuss. Very important. Don't need to miss out because it's one of the issues that is breaking our families. People are killing each other, people are hating each other because of it. So today we want to solve it and make sure that our families live peacefully. Otherwise, we are very much happy. My name is Luwate Satmon Joel and my sister Leah, Joe and Charles and John Tomlian Michael is preaching in the Pro Cathedral. That is Raja Pro Cathedral. He's preaching. I don't know if he has preached already, but we thank God he has done it. And after here, certainly I'll be going to join the Bari service in the not Korok, but St. Stephen. I have to share the word there also.
Wow, good.
I am invited. Otherwise, I want to say thank you so much. May God bless you. I leave you with a song that says by Rosmuhando. Let's go. God bless you.